Marchers come by the tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands every year to the March for Life, but some activists argue it would have much more impact if millions showed up to fight abortion. On the eve of this year's January 22nd March for Life, Paul Strand investigates whether such activism really matters.
It could be after 42 years of legalized abortion and some 56 million unborn babies dead, many opponents don't feel they're showing up, their activism will accomplish much. But pro-life leaders say not so.
By coming together, by making our presence known, we are saving lives. Incremental legislation is passed, people's minds and hearts are reached.
In fact, this leader of Priests for Life was one of those minds and hearts reached.
I received my own start in the pro-life movement from the inspiration I got from coming to this March for Life in 1976 as a teenager.
Of course, the ultimate pro-life goal is to again make abortion unthinkable and illegal. Because if it's legal, that suggests it's okay.
You can listen to the voices of the women and they'll say, making it legal was giving permission. Let's think about how many things that you don't do because it's illegal.
Janet Marana and Georgette Forney founded the Silent No More campaign to convince women or others who suffered from abortions to get active and start talking about that pain. Forney said the fact the Supreme Court had recently legalized the procedure made a huge difference in her teenage mind when she aborted her first child.
There I was in 1976. I remember driving down the road and I thought, this feels wrong, but it's legal, so it's got to be okay.
Lifelong civil rights activist Alveda King fights alongside Silent No More. She says your activism can convince others abortion's not okay.
Get out there, hold your sign, do your prayer, sing your song, ask people to keep their children. I know for a fact that lives are saved when we do that.
If there were a year where you would have hope in activism, it would have been election year 2014.
Throughout 2014, Marjorie Dannenfelser's Washington-based pro-life organization allied with other activist groups to fight for pro-life candidates. And in state after state, those candidates beat opponents who favored abortion rights.
This is a year that showed that activism pays, and it pays in lives.
Dannenfelser believes it's when everyday folks start to battle together against wrongs that those wrongs are ended. And the first wrong this new pro-life majority in Congress is likely to ban will be aborting babies old enough to feel pain. Dannenfelser says such a Congress, such a ban, wouldn't be possible without steady, strong activism.
It's what ended slavery, it's what ended child labor, it's what ended all sorts of things, and we are seeing it, the beginning of the end of abortion in the Congress right now with the Pain Capable bill. And it will save 18,000 children a year.
The House is set to vote on that bill the same day as this year's March for Life, January 22nd. Paul Strand, CBN News, Washington.